Man, every time we record, I don't care what it is, it feels like it's been forever since we've spoken, whether it be whether it be videographically, telephonically, through smoke signals. Signals. But
that sounds like code word.
And we got a lot of content about to hit the pencil pusher massive with the next couple of weeks. But for now, Swab, you know what time it is?
What time it is?
It's time to play a game.
Hey, you know who ain't gon' win. You know who ain't gon' win. You know who ain't gon' win. Just say that bitch again. I know who ain't gon' win. You know who ain't gon' win. You know who ain't gon' win. We say that bitch again. One, two, three. Get your out. I won. 1, 2, 3. Get the gone. One, two, three. Get your out. I won. 1, 2, 3. Get the gone.
Yeah. We back on that positive energy, you dig?
By choice or by force?
Another Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling podcast infused with hip-hop edition of You Know Who Ain't Gonna Win. This one is for the very first edition of AEW WrestleDream. Now,
it was all a dream.
Typically, in Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling podcast fashion, we don't do... Boy, you already know.
I'm finna make the most of
this. We usually don't do You Know Who Ain't Gonna Win for non-major shows, but AEW took it upon themselves to pay tribute to the late great Antonio Inoki and doing something that's fresh, inviting, and new, so to speak. So who are we to not pass up an opportunity to do a You Know Who Ain't Gonna Win for what may be a yearly event?
Wouldn't this make the third pay-per-view in 45 days? In at least 45 days?
Third. Let's see.
Because you got Wembley.
We got Chicago, all in, all out, for those who keep score at home. WrestleDream.
In and out, no animal fries.
WrestleDream, if you will.
Dweem, you feel me? That's the Dweem we recognize.
We don't get paid by the hour, and just understand when it's all over, it's all about the man who goes to the pay window.
We out here rocking big time watches. Hold on, Steve. It ain't for you, baby. That's for somebody else. Thwack 'em.
Thwack 'em, baby. Thwack 'em.
Yeah.
Big dust. Big dust.
Scoreboard, baby.
That's a shame. Y'all got it. If you don't know what we're talking about, y'all got to go find the video of the WCW All-Stars playing a charity basketball game that was captained by Dusty Rhodes, and that man was doing dirt on that court.
I forget where that was that University of Texas they were at?
Was it?
It's a school in the South, wherever they were.
In the South.
I thought it was UT, because
Let's see. Where was the WCW?
You got Hawk. You got Sting.
Luger.
Barry Windham was out there.
Barry Windham, Lex Luger.
Luger should have torn a quad trying to play basketball. That don't seem like that's his thing. Nah, for real.
I don't think it was at all.
Hawk too. Hawk don't seem like he should be able to get a jump shot off.
Was Show wasn't there, was he?
Nah, he's too young. He's not old enough to have been there. Nah.
Not with all those. That was basically Dudes with Attitudes era.
Yeah, that. This is 91.
I guess let me go to YouTube and see if I can find that jump.
It could be earlier than that. Okay, it might be pre-polka dots. It might be post-polka dots. That's how you date Dusty Rhodes.
Actually, let me do it like this. Dusty Rhodes charity basketball game. Yeah, there we go.
Big Dust.
Oh, it has to be pre-polka dots because it says NWA
Oh yeah, absolutely. Anything that says NWA, that is pre polka dots.
Oh man,
that would be BP, Dusty Rhodes BP before polka dots.
Before polka dots, yes.
Yeah, that's 6:05 dust.
5:05 Central Time. Only on the Superstation.
Baby, that's television champion Dusty Rhodes, baby.
I wish I had a date on this. It's definitely VHS because there was no upscaling of this video whatsoever.
No. It absolutely looks like vintage footage, but Dust is out there serving. Dust is putting the ball on the floor and then putting the ball through the hoop. Whack 'em, baby.
Whack 'em, baby.
We need that on a shirt. We gotta figure out a way to do that with Cody. Like, Cody, pick a charity. That's what we'll do. Cody, pick a charity. And we'll do the shirts, and we'll donate a portion of the proceeds to the charity of your choice. And
all we need is just the head silhouette with the curly hair saying "thwack 'em, baby" with a basketball.
We need you to sign off on this.
Thwack 'em, baby. All right, so back on task. WCW WrestleDream.
No, I know exactly what the shirt should be, and I'm gonna say it here because if somebody steals it, we know who
this is a copyright. This is a poor man's copyright. Run it.
Factual. You know the old school Shaq photos where he's doing the dunk and his feet are in the air. Pause. Do one with Dusty Rhodes dunking. Whack 'em, baby. Yeah, I gotta have it.
Too easy. AEW WrestleDream takes place this Sunday, October the 1st. I said Yevalot. 20 and 20. We don't have too many more of these. Tree.
Wiggle weed, convenient. Bring me your dinner bucket.
Let the church say.
Hey, man.
It's funny how, because I'm going to bring the first match up that I think is probably going to be the first match, which is hilarious. We use this terminology on every show, but finally we have a tag team worthy of our Year of Our Lord statement. So let's run down these matches. True, you know who ain't going to win fashion. We just going to knock this out real proper like.
Indeed.
The ROH World Tag Team Champions, MJF.
Are you on dope? Yes.
That's it. That's all. Those are your World Tag Team Champions.
In the background, no. So you say MJF, are you on dope?
No. Your world.
You're on a trip. It's not for you. It's for the person booking this. I'll be totally 100. This is probably the best job of a walkthrough story that's supposed to be long-term booking that's been done in AEW, simply because you don't know what the ending is.
It's a happy accident. Like, it's the worst kind of accident to have, but it was definitely a happy accident.
No, I actually think they planned this. I actually real life think they have planned this all the way through, which makes me feel like there's more than one pencil involved in this. Talent in this situation may be heavily contributing to the forward arc.
Okay.
But this, if I had to do a top 5 on stories, this is definitely top 5, maybe not 5.
Okay. And the fact that MJF is in 2 compelling stories simultaneously,
making great use of it.
If you really want to drill it down, it could be 3, but we'll call it 2 just because he's working 2 divisions and 2 separate sets of opponents to get to 1.
Oh. Okay. What's the third though?
The third one, so you have the fact that he is in a story with Adam Cole.
Right.
You have
just Adam Cole, just himself.
Yeah, just Adam Cole. Then you have the MJF, the World Heavyweight Champion,
which is a thing unto himself.
And then you have the MJF, Adam Cole versus Roddy Strong or whatever the hell else.
I might fuse that with just the Adam Cole story itself.
Kinda. Until this past Wednesday on Dynamite, I would have said that.
Okay. Oh, for everyone who is like just gung ho about making one of the people in the mask Edge, do you realize how much taller he is than everybody else involved in this story?
So low brow, bro. So low. First of all, Edge is well over 6 feet tall.
Significantly taller than everyone involved. Like Edge is what, like 6'4"?
Easy, because he was damn near neck and neck with Randy Orton.
Now watch me do my Googles. How tall is Edge? 6'5".
So we shorted him an inch.
Taven could stand on Roddy Strong's shoulders and be 6'5".
That's cold, but you right.
He's literally gonna stick out like a sore thumb. It's gonna be like Luchasaurus walking around. No, and I'm not even joking.
No, you're not joking at all.
He is Luchasaurus' size. Pause.
And that would make Adam Copeland in the land of giants in AEW.
Yes. Anybody over 6 feet tall is gonna be like a super heavyweight. As long as you ain't malnourished, if you're over 6 feet tall, you qualify as a super heavyweight.
Only in AEW, I understand.
No, Joe is the size of an NFL defensive tackle. I know because I am too. So Joe looks monstrous over everybody else in the company right now.
This is a fact.
And he would be what? He's basically average NFL defensive lineman.
Shouts out the gang. If we saw Shane Taylor more on TV, then he would look monstrous to everybody else. And we've been next to him. We're his size.
If you saw All Out, you saw Shane Taylor. Shout out the gang. You saw him in comparison to Samoa Joe. So you know the size comparison is there. Like you could mistake them for professional athletes in other sports.
This is a fact. In fact,
same thing with Adam Copeland, aka Edge. He is significantly taller than everyone involved in this storyline. He would stick out like a sore thumb.
Boy, you talking about catching the brick. If Adam Copeland does show up in AEW and there's an Adam Cole, it was already bad enough for Adam Page caught a brick when Adam Cole came in, but Adam Cole would catch a brick if Adam Copeland came in. Like,
there's gonna be a lot of Adams out here functioning. I wonder if anybody has thought about that. Like, there's a lot of Adams. There's a lot of Adams. There's a lot of cages.
There's a few cages. There was a couple
pages.
There was a couple. A couple Cassidys at one point. So that technically still is a couple of Cassidys.
Orange, Leaf, and who else?
Not Leaf.
Hey! Al Snow's still out here thugging. He might pull up on Dynamite. Don't sell my guy short, especially if they roll through Kentucky again.
What's his name? Is it Isaiah Cassidy?
Yes, there it is, Isaiah Cassidy.
Is it Isaiah Cassidy?
It is.
Okay.
I'm not a captain.
Okay. Well, no, because I know that because it's been so long since I've seen both of them.
Because my other guy's hurt. Mark
Quinn, got it. Okay,
yes,
so it is Isaiah Cassidy. So then you had if you really want to throw darts at the wall, Colin Cassidy is there too, but we don't call him that no more.
Yeah, we don't go by that.
At any rate, back on this tag team match though. So your ROH World Tag Team Champions MJF will be taking on the Righteous Vincent and Dutch, aka Eli and Jesse Gemstone.
Chill, bro.
oh, now you want me to chill?
Chill, bro. Oh, if they were led to the ring by Uncle Baby Billy, oh my
Uncle
God,
Baby Billy, especially with the rumors of this whole match. Because can we go back to WCW again real quick? I hate doing this for a number of reasons. I hate doing this. Fitting. Remember when WCW fell under the AOL Time Warner umbrella. And then HBO,
of the end.
And HBO was slowly infused into some of that. And they started bringing in HBO characters to be part of WCW storylines for a night. Like they had, and this was his name, so I can actually say this. They had Big Pussy come on from the Sopranos, and then you had
Chucky was there.
Chucky,
Rick Steiner.
Arliss came through in character.
Yeah, I remember this.
So this is fitting.
Not fondly, but I remember it.
Yeah, this is fitting that Max is back into the conversations again, because if they tie all this together, Uncle Baby Billy needs to walk out.
Look, TK,
Vincent and Dutch.
I don't ask for a lot, TK. Carnos, don't ask for a lot. We suggest things, we volley things back and forth, but rarely here do we make a request. I, for my own personal entertainment, would like to see, at the very least, a segment involving the Righteous and Uncle Baby Billy.
Because
for a nominal fee,
soon to be
a phenomenal fee, we will slice off some of this broken pencil knowledge and put it on your plate.
We love the kind of jingle before the kind that folds.
I need Walter Goggins on AEW television. If you can get Danny McBride too, oh my God. I may go a whole month of episodes without saying one bad thing about AEW.
I would love to see Danny McBride come to like a Grand Slam event as full-blown Kenny Powers.
You want him as Kenny Powers, or you want him as one of these gemstones?
I want him as Kenny Powers. The gemstone seems better because of the timing, but at a Grand Slam event, I would love to see MF and Kenny GD Powers.
Eastbound and down. Look, if you can pull off Walter Goggins as Uncle Baby Billy and Danny McBride as a gemstone with the Righteous, I will go one full month of episodes here at the Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop without making one critical assessment of AEW television.
All right.
You feel me?
All right. We got to get Walter Goggins and Danny McBride on
Righteous.
On AEW television with the Righteous. That has to be the trifecta.
Yes. It has to be all three.
Okay.
It has to be. Those are my terms. One full month of Broken Pencil Booking Company Pro Wrestling Podcast and radio show infused with hip hop shows. Now, if we only decide to do 2 shows that month, that's on you. But I will be true to my word. Speaking
of bets, we still ain't get this first match out the way. Speaking of bets,
we need to check the attendance, see what them tickets looking like.
There is a bet on the table. We will unveil the winner and the terms. And the hidden stipulation on episode 217. The bet was 9,250 under at WrestleDream. I win. Above 9,250 paid. This is paid. Suave wins.
If these turnstile numbers come back with more than 50% capacity of the building, I am the winner. I am banking on the fact that because it is Bryan Danielson, Swerve Strickland, and Darby Allin's hometown, we should be able to get over half full capacity. Do not make me look stupid here.
I actually, before I made the bet, shortly before I made the bet, did not realize that this was the case. After I made the bet, I realized this was the case. Man of my word, I keep it. That said, with episode 217, you'll see the winner and what the winner is awarded.
These are the reasons that we say do your Googles.
Yep.
Please. Do your Googles before entering into any contractual agreements.
You have a lot of knowledge in your head. You don't necessarily have to have it all on display at one time, and this is proof of that. However, I'm sticking to my guns. So back on task. Let's run through this card here real quick and just go ahead and give you this pay-per-view the way we would give it to you. So
play that. Say that.
The Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champions MJF taking on the Righteous. Swap ain't gonna win.
This is so weird to say, but the Righteous ain't gonna win.
Why? Like,
okay,
I watched Dynamite, right?
Right.
And the first thing I could think was, these cats would be great World Tag Team Champions. The problem is, it ain't gonna happen right now. I'm with you. The Righteous ain't gonna win. Go ahead.
The only reason I say it is because for them to become champions, the World Heavyweight Champion of AEW has to take a fall.
Yep.
I don't know. Okay. Traditional wrestling logic says that they're not gonna win. But of course, this is AEW where traditional wrestling logic does not apply, nor does it have a mailing address. So, Kano's very well could say, okay, well, look, with all the story arc and he's been dealing with neck issues, he's been wrestling more than ever, seems like he's weakened a little bit, especially after dealing with Joe. He could be right to take a fall, and you have the excuse to fall back on that it was a handicap match. Then there's the other school of thought that says MJF will have some sort of trick up his sleeve, or Adam Cole, as we sort of have the idea that Adam Cole is not truly injured, and it's all part of the story arc that those four masked guys from the previous Dynamite might get involved here in a way to keep Max where he is.
Suave, who is one of your favorite non-traditional company men working in AEW right now?
Define that question a little bit for me so I can answer it correctly.
Who's with but at the same time, on camera, you would never make it. Never let it be known that he's with the backstage. He's fair. He's one of our favorites.
Joe?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. Think Joe finna come to his rescue?
Ring of Honor is different. It's different for a few people to a few people.
Okay.
Max ain't one of those people that's different for. But Adam Cole, Samoa Joe, Gang Shane Taylor, these three people off the top of my head just scream Ring of Honor.
They've had previous tours of duty.
Joe is still the card-carrying member of the King of Television of our Ring of Honor.
Ain't gonna be till season 2 of Twisted Metal. Look, we're not getting Joe off King of Television until Sweet Tooth is completely gone from the franchise.
So far be it for anybody to turn down Joe in an attempt to salvage the Ring of Honor name by staying at Maxwell Jacob Friedman's side, especially after shaking his hand following a loss on Dynamite.
You just gonna have to find a very creative way to put an L on the Righteous, and they have a 2-on-1 advantage.
Joe's a great way to do it. You weren't expecting him.
We'll see.
But either way, the Righteous ain't gonna win.
It's unfortunate.
It's sad.
Did you hear the story about?
I did, and I remember them. I remember that. We can talk about it in 217, but I remember that whole debacle.
We'll unpack that on 217.
What I don't like though, and again, this is more of what we can unpack. I don't like the subtle homages of the Fallen. So 217, stay tuned for what we time back.
All
right. So that's it took us what 30 minutes to unpack one match.
We out here having fun, bro. Sometimes we are here.
This is for your
long
entertainment, people. This is what we do.
I'm just saying, the card is not that deep. If we had just started and gone match to match like Gordon Soley, we'd be done already. We'd be rolling credits.
Ricky Starks versus Wheeler Yuta. Swap who ain't gonna win.
Wheeler Yuta ain't finna.
I'm so sick of Wheeler Yuta taking the 3 second 10.
I'm taking back the name of Great Yuta. He ain't ready for it yet. He not ready yet. Taking it back.
The Great Loser.
It's not even about him losing. I just
nah. It's just you got to put together something better than being like a very well versed fall taker.
I need something creative for him other than being the young boy of the Blackpool Combat Club.
Especially when he looks like among the oldest. Like you see people, you see people like that in circles. Them the ones that you go to for the big bag, not the one that you
grew in his Yakuza beard. I need everybody to chill. Just relax. Everything is gonna be fine.
For a future AEW World Tag Team Championship match, you have a fatal, or not this, it's just a 4-way tag team match. The Young Bucks, Nick and Mac Jackson, versus the Guns, Austin and Colton, versus the Lucha Bros, my guys, Rey Fenix and Penta El Zero Miedo, along with Alex Abrahantes, and Orange Cassidy and Hook on the other team. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
If I was picking with traditional situation, I would say the Lucha Bros ain't. I would say anybody not named the Lucha Bros. But because, again, we are dealing with a place that traditional wrestling logic doesn't necessarily apply or exist, anybody not named Orange Cassidy and Hook ain't gonna win.
Here's where we differ.
I'm not here for FTR Young Bucks 4. So that
I know you're not. However, I'm under the guise of traditional logic, which is your logic. In this case, anybody not named Lucha Bros, though, that's who ain't gonna win on this match. Lucha Bros going to face FTR at a later date.
Gotcha. Okay, I'll take it. I'm just not here for part 4. I'm good.
For the AEW TBS Championship, aka the J. Cargill Flower of the Flower Award, your champion Chris Statlander versus
load this flower bomb
versus Julia Hart. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Wait, who versus who?
Chris Statlander versus Julia Hart.
It's gonna be a tough day at the office for old Julia. Julia Hart ain't gonna win.
She been on the roll lately too, but yeah, you're right. She ain't gonna win. There's absolutely no way Chris Statlander runs through the entire women's division except for anybody named Britt Baker. And then the one person that she loses to twice loses to Julia Hart. I don't think that's not this fast. No, you can.
It would undo everything you just did.
Let me double down. If you do make that happen, you can throw the whole AEW TBS Championship away.
Other than being the centerpiece of Jay Cargill's streak, what type of lineage does that title have? None.
This is the lineage. You're looking at the lineage. Jay Cargill, Chris Statlander. That's the lineage. That's it.
So it's not like you're disrespecting the lineage of the title if it starts doing hot potato. All this stuff is done on a whim. It's like, how do I feel today? What seems cool? Because what we're watching is highly produced indie federation.
Okay, more stuff to unpack. Add this to the agenda for 217. Who are you watching? Are you watching Chris Statlander? Or are you watching Julia Hart on either Collision or Rampage?
Now, see, I could have taken an opportunity and said something that had no business being said.
There is an option of one or the other.
Okay. If I have to choose, it's Chris Statlander, and I'm not committed to either show one way or the other.
There you go. There you go. That's
but
we'll,
cool.
We'll again unpack more of that on 217. Well, we playing all these eggs here. Oh, here we go. It's showtime here. Now, this is a WrestleDream match that we didn't know we even wanted.
Careful.
Oh, wait for it. For the For the Ring of Honor Pure Championship, the Ring of Honor World Championship, and the New Japan Strong Openweight Championship. The ROH champion and New Japan Strong Openweight champion Eddie Kingpin taking on the ROH Pure champion Katsuyori Shibata. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Shibata ain't picking up no Shibata this weekend. No bread for you.
Eddie Kingpin is a belt collector. Shibata ain't gonna win.
That is crazy to go from where we thought y'all fumbled the bag on Eddie Kingpin, and to a degree, I still believe it a little bit because you didn't ride the wave when it was at its peak.
I believe they thought he fumbled the bag and then realized after the fact they messed up.
Eddie Kingston has signed a new deal with All Elite Wrestling, a contract extension or re-up, however you want to see it. So congratulations to him on securing the bag. Eddie Kingston as a belt collector is the last thing I expected to see ever.
Facts.
But now that we have seen it and now that it's active, one, I'm happy for it. Two, I want to see who's the eventual person that takes those titles off him, because that could be something special if we play it right. Like, imagine getting a Bryan Danielson during the retirement tour. You get Bryan Danielson versus Eddie Kingston, and all the goals on the line.
Eddie Kingston is pro wrestling's bartender, because anytime he hops into the ring going forward while he's collecting these belts, he's serving up you call-its to any competitor that's there. That person on the other side of the ring is gonna be like, okay, which one of these can I have? And Eddie's gonna be like, I don't know, fam. Maybe you can have this Pure Championship, title shot tonight, boy. Or maybe you can have this Strong Open Championship match tonight if you really want it. But the good thing is he'll be able to travel to a couple of different TV outlets to show to showcase his talents, which is well overdue for him. But at the same time, maturity plays a lot into being able to do these types of things at a high competitive level, especially now that he's carrying belts. So I'm happy to see it. We've called him Kingpin since he's been in AEW, but we're happy to see this. But I hope it continues. I hope this just isn't a flash in the pan and an homage and a tribute to his entire career just by throwing these belts on him at this time. But Shibata ain't winning this match on Sunday.
I have a fantastic story arc for Eddie Kingston. I do. Should we save it for 217?
217, add it to the agenda. We looking at it having a 2.5, 3 hour episode. But by the time we get done with that bad boy,
nah, we gonna run it at.
We can land the plane.
Yeah, we gonna run it 4x1 Olympic speed.
All right.
Who's next?
So I mean, we got 3 hometown matches. Let's get one of these out the way right now. 2 out of 3 falls for the AEW TNT Championship. Your champion, Christian Cage, taking on YFN Darby Allin, the hometown boy. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Christian Cage ain't gonna win, dude. Now, the one thing you can rely on, usually in someone's hometown, they win.
Usually.
Now that you have 3 on one show, you'll probably get 2 out of 3. But in this 2 out of 3 falls match, I got Darby.
I got Darby too, and I'm interested to see the other 2, Suave, because one of them, Darby. Wait, hold on. You got Darby not winning?
I got Darby winning. Christian.
Oh, okay. Christian Cage ain't going. Okay, cool. We on the same page there then. All right. Let's keep it moving before we get to the other 2 hometown boys. 6-man tag team action. Chris Jericho and the Golden Elite taking on Konosuke Takeshita, Sammy Guevara, and Will on Display, aka Big Bruv. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Team Joy is not winning.
Out of here. See ya. Easy enough. for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. Our guys, FTR, Uncle Dax Energy,
Strap for cash,
taking on Aussie Open, Kyle Fletcher and Mark Davis. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
Aussie Open ain't gonna win, and they gonna get worked in the process. It should be good though.
They have they might be the most improved tag team in the world right now. From where they were at a year ago to where they're at right now, and they weren't even bad then. It's just I've just
never heard them speak. I don't know how to feel about them because I've never heard them talk.
That's because you don't watch Collision. But they've actually made themselves.
I did watch Collision up until about.
That's right. That's right. We flipped. You stopped and I started back.
Look, Collision was appointment television for a little bit
for a whole summer.
Old school wrestling TV was back, and I was there for it. As soon as you pull the plug on that, start giving me, a indie super show.
Extensions from Wednesday.
Extensions from late Friday.
Damn.
Rampage Plus. I'm out, Filmo.
Oh man. Oh, that's another thing we got to talk about too. How much wrestling is actually on TV right now? Because a
whole bunch.
Boy, we thought 2017 had something. It's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, Aussie Open ain't gonna win. And now for the last two matches, it's hometown heat here. Hangnail Adam Page taking on Shane Swerve Strickland. Suave, who ain't gonna win?
I'm gonna go with what I want to happen. Hangman Page ain't gonna win. Now, in real life, we know what this is. We know what this is about to be.
They tried to hint at it on Dynamite this week to close the show. Tried to.
I'm good. Hangman Page. Hangnail, Hangman ain't gonna win, and I'm gonna stand on that, even though I know what's gonna happen.
I'm standing on that with you. Swerve means too much to Seattle wrestling.
Swerve, when I drive, Swerve, when I drive.
No, Swerve, no.
Why you can't swerve when you drive, bro? Well, I know why you can't and why you shouldn't. But that's how you get rolled.
Because yeah, sirens.
Because Cherry and Berry.
Red and blue.
You feel me? That Cherry and Berry go off. It's a wrap for you.
Oh, strawberry and blue over there.
You do not want Jackson Riker asking for license and registration.
Fam, wait till I tell you what I got to tell you about that off air, boy. The things you find out when you ain't even trying to be nosy.
Here's the better question: will they boo Hangman Page?
I think they boo him out the building,
and that is a victory for Swerve Strickland, no matter what. So I win no matter what. Either he loses or he gets booed out of the building. One of those two happen. It's a win for Swerve Strickland, and then you can add that to my resume as another W.
Can you answer me this question before we go into what is arguably going to be the main event for a couple of different reasons?
Okay.
Can you explain to me why you think AEW attempted to go off air with a non-scripted promo contract signing for a match that's not either the main event nor for a championship?
Okay. I'm gonna go with the less obvious answer, and I'm gonna say it's because the show's in Seattle. You have a staple in Seattle wrestling in that match, and you're featuring new talent at the top of the card. That's the answer I'm gonna go with, even though I know there is another explanation that doesn't work out as well for anybody.
I even though I probably concocted that in my head myself, the fact that the show happened in Denver And the more you talked about Seattle, the easier it was to make a target on Russell Wilson's back, especially after what happened to him this past Sunday. Good Lord have mercy. But you do this the week before the show. You don't do this on the go home show, in my opinion.
Wrestling tradition does not have a mailing address in Jacksonville.
Yeah, well, if you try, we'll talk about these. Who do you want to watch on 217? Because if this is what you were trying to do, was to help get people to watch, you're going to end up like Heels season 2, episode 5, for the last match of the night, and most likely will be the main event, simply because this man was soon to be an attraction. From Aberdeen, Washington, the American Dragon, Bryan Danielson, taking on for the first time ever, ZSJ, Zack Sabre Jr., Suave, who ain't gonna win.
Zack Sabre Jr. is here for one reason and one reason only, and that is to be the one who allows Bryan Danielson's music to play as we go off the air. Not here for nothing else.
So all 3 hometown boys, and we walking away with W's.
Realistically, it's 2 out of 3 because
yeah.
We picked all 3. Realistically, only 2 of them.
Oof.
Here's the question I have: what is it about Adam Page stabbing a man in the hand with a pen? What about that makes him a face? Because Swerve is working the crowd talking about Russell Wilson in Denver, which I said Future finna drop a mixtape called Purple Dolphins. So that's Swerve being a heel in Colorado.
Russell Wilson's new single is gonna be called Mask On. Go ahead.
Face mask. So okay, Swerve is decidedly working the heel role in this. What is it about Hangman Page stabbing a man in the hand with an ink pen that's supposed to make him a face?
Fam, let me ask you this. If
While
we
he
had
was signing the
had
contract.
been watching wrestling for as long as we have in our lifetimes, explain the face that Swerve made when he got stabbed in the hand.
I could, but I can't use any of those words.
It starts with you. What it ends with.
What it ends with would probably get him kicked off television. And it would get us kicked out of our situation.
Canceled.
Hey, you're not gonna fool me like that, my boy.
Oh boy.
But yeah.
Show at BrokenPencilBC.com, BrokenPencilBC@gmail.com. That's at BrokenPencilBC on all things social. At BrokenPencilBC on what?
Everything.
And on that note, 217's right around the corner. We got a bet to cash in on for one of us. We got a bunch of catching up for y'all to do. And Suave, take them to the house. Send us your issues and your predictions too, because we out here outside and up in it simultaneously. Go ahead, Suave.
Like, rate, share, subscribe, tell a friend. Tell that friend to tell a friend, and then tell that friend again. Pencil pushers. Heads up, pencils down.
Down where?
You know where.
Hey, yo.
Boys.